Okay, are we live? Everything seems to be working here, at least YouTube is telling me that it is live, that it is coming through. Let me check my audio here, just so I can listen to myself talking. Make sure that my mic is working properly. Yes, it seems to be working. Hello everyone, how are you doing today? Hello there, Curly Patty. I saw Evil Leo was there as well. Hello there, Evil Leo. Uncle Leo is here with us as well. Spyro, Frypan Man, Trolley Fish, Análise. Hello, how are you doing, fellas? I hope you're all doing well. Artisan was there as well. Lixo Traduções and Cropping. Nice to have you here. I don't know if you are still on chat here, but even if you aren't, if just by passing here early, I already thank you for passing by. Hello there, Oitu, how are you doing? Yes, and Cropping is there. Hello, Cropping, how are you? Glad to have you here, Ellison. Salgado, hello, Salgado. Beanwater, hello there, Beanwater. Glad to have you here, my friend. So today we'll be playing on the London server, as you can see, so feel free to join in. I'll be playing some Scout today because of the high ping I get whenever I play on the server. And Magic Analisador with his WhatsApp green loadout is already here with us, alongside Uncle Leo, Roberta, Salgado, Froggy, and Italo. We're all gonna play with us today. Hello there, Rekka, how are you doing? Tovar Fish, hello there. And Curly Patty saying, buy a wig now. No, I can't, Curly Patty. I cut my hair. I think I was in dire need of cutting my hair, of trimming my hair, because it was getting out of hand, you know, it was getting too large for me, and the cold weather here in Brazil started to improve. So you can see I'm wearing a tank top today because it is quite hot here now, and it's kind of crazy because we are still in winter here in the southern hemisphere, but it's almost summer temperatures here. It's crazy, you know. So trimming my hair was very important, so I don't overheat. I will not buy a wig. That's for sure. JRV, hello there, how are you doing? Nice. And Oitu is asking if he could say some words in Portuguese. Yeah, you can, Oitu, but I'm going to answer in English, okay, for everyone to be able to understand. And Uncle Leo, boa tarde, Uncle Leo, glad to have you here. And Musguy, hello Musguy. I hope you can join stream later, for sure. Feel free to connect to the server, Musguy, glad to have you here. And let's play. I love this Macau here. She or he it's lovely, this Macau here. I really like birds. I have a Budgie, a parakeet, and my mother has some cockatiels. And I really love birds. Lovely animals. And today we're playing Monster Bash, which I think is one of the best Halloween maps in the game. It's not that often that I'm able to play it, but it's a great map for sure. I really like it. And I've said this before on other streams, but I wish we had more player destruction maps like this one. Okay, can I deliver my organs here? I think I already did, actually. Yeah, and we won for whatever reason. Let's start again. We have half an hour here on this map to play, if everyone wants to do so. And I think I'll change my bonk to a Mad Milk. I think in this scenario it will be better. Ah, and it's gonna change map. No, come on. I wanted to play some Monster Bash for a change. Let's see where the server takes us. Let's see that. And Curly Patty is asking, did you saw my World War I trailer, by the way? And yeah, I heard that really curled hair are not too cool for hot weather. Yeah, curled hair actually is hot, you know. So that's it. In the cold it is actually pretty nice, but in hot weather not so much. And we came to Powerhouse. It is also a good map. So let's play some Powerhouse here, and I think I'll go back to the Bonk Atomic Punch, since this map is choky. But I saw the trailer, yes, Curly Patty, it's looking great. I'm excited to watching that series you're going to make. Or I don't know if it will be a one-shot video or a video series, but I'm excited for it. Pretty nice work on that trailer, for sure. We have another scout here. Ah, nice scattergun there. Very nice. What else are you saying there? And Fireman is saying, consume H2O, drink water. That's very important. For sure. And Uncle Leo was saying, that's a nice parrot for sure. What's the actually name of your parrot and what is his color? I don't know if I would call him a parrot, because it's a budgie, you know, a parakeet. But perhaps a parakeet is a type of parrot. I don't know if you thanks a lot, Magic Elizador. I don't know if you could say that, but it is a budgie. He is white and blue. He has a white back and a blue belly. And his name is Robson. That's what he's called. Robson, the parakeet, the budgie. He's lovely, you know. I talked about this before on stream, but I didn't actually buy him. I found him on the parking lot of the building which I live in, you know, here at my building. And he was very weak, so we rescued him and decided to keep him with us. And ever since he's been doing very well. He's not a tamed budgie, you know, so he's not a bird that will come on my hand, that will get out of his cage. I wish he would let me do those things with him, but he's too scared. And it's gotten better. If I put my hand inside the cage nowadays, he will come into my finger, but he's still a bit too scared to do anything else, you know. Let's see if I can back cap here. Uncle Liu is trying to protect the last point, and he would be able to protect it, yes. Very nice, Uncle Liu. But he's not a tamed budgie. I'm working on that, but he's still too scared. And by the way, I have him for about 3 years, isn't it, honey? 2 years he's with us. So it's quite some time, you know, to get familiarized with him and stuff like that. But I guess small birds like that, you know, because they are easy prey in nature. I think it's their instinct to be a bit scared. So perhaps that's why. Ah, come on, Salgado. Perhaps that's why it is taking so long for him to be able to trust us more, you know, like that. So yeah, what else are you saying there? Let me see. Musca is saying he's allergic to birds, but his younger brother has one. Archimedes, that's a great name for a bird for sure. Nice reference there. And what else are you saying there? Ellison is saying keep an eye on the in-game chat for a cool gift unwrapping. Ah, I'll try to do that. It didn't happen yet, did it? Ellison, no, it doesn't seem to have happened yet. I'll keep an eye out for that, Ellison. For sure. Okay, this is a friendly spy. I think I'll try to rush there. Since I have the bonk. Let's see if I can get past him. No, this scout knows what he's doing. Trying to body block me like that. Okay, got the demo man there. And died. It wasn't very useful, but I don't know, perhaps it was. My team pushed in and didn't face that much resistance, so, you know, perhaps it was useful. I'm not sure. Oito is saying, next live he used his new PC. Ah, that's nice, Oito. I'm glad you have a new computer to play with us. It would be nice to see you here with us next week. For sure. I remember when I didn't have a computer that was capable of running TF2. And it was very sad. I feel that, you know. For most of my life, I was a console gamer, actually. So playing on PC is something I really started doing hard after 2013. Until then, I mostly played on my PlayStation 2. Which is a great console, by the way. Okay, kept this here. Uncle Leo is dead there. They have an engineer, okay. Perhaps I'll be able to put my bonk atomic punch to good use. Where is the sentry? Because if they have an engineer, they probably have a sentry somewhere. Yeah, I think I'll drink this atomic punch here to be able to get in there and take a look. Ah, they have a mini sentry. Okay. And now they don't have one anymore. Let's try to get them from behind here. Okay, got the engineer. They have a soldier here. Ah, and by the way, I've properly washed my mousepad, and today I don't seem to be having any problem with that. So again, what we were talking about last stream, that if you're having trouble with your mouse aim, perhaps consider washing your mousepad. That's a pro tip right there. Mine was in dire need of a proper washing. So there's that. What else are you saying there? Tovarj saying he plays TF2 on a window and suffers a lot. Damn, that's sad, Tovarj. I like to play it full screen here because I seem to get better performance like this. I don't know if it's really true or not, but on Windows... Rika is here with us, nice to have you here, Rika, as well. Very nice. But on Windows it seems that you get better performance playing on borderless windowed mode. But on Linux, that's my system, it seems that I get better performance when full screen. So, you know, playing on a window isn't that bad if you set things properly, you know. Again, try to use borderless full window mode. I think that's what I mean to say. And perhaps you get a better time there. I know that on Windows it is a bit hard to alt-tab from the game, and that's a problem I don't have, as you can see here. It is very snappy to do that on Linux. And by the way, fellas, if the audio is a bit, you know, the levels are not correct, if the music is too overpowering, or the in-game audio is too low, let me know please, because I'm still figuring it out on this new installation of my OS I got here. Okay, let's go with the bonk atomic punch there, so we can tank some damage for our teammates to be able to get around here. And now let's get back. So yeah. And this guy is saying there, yeah, I don't really get the stigma that people you meet in real life are always gonna be better than those you meet online. Ah, you are talking about online friends, let me see. Yeah, most guy was saying, do you think online friends can be just as good as in real life friends? And Tovarj said, there are people too, so yeah, and yeah, I agree with that. And Curly Patty said, we could agree. My wife is coughing. Sneezing, not coffee, yes, sneezing. Here in Brazil, we say that saúde to people who are sneezing or coughing. It's like saying health for them, because saúde means health. That's what we say. I think in English is God bless you, or something like that, isn't it? But again, and Curly Patty was saying, we could argue about that, but there is no difference, honestly. Yeah, I think, you know, online friends are friends just as much as in real life friends. And I don't really like that way to put it, you know, online versus in real life, because what you do online is also real life, you know, it's not a fake world online. I think that perhaps if we were talking about the internet, I don't know, 15, 20 years ago, perhaps there was more of this idea that in the internet you have a fake life. But considering how integrated we are oh my god, we are into the web nowadays, I think it doesn't make much sense to try to frame things like that, you know, that there is in real life friends and online friends, you know, because again, what you do online is real life as well, so I don't really see a difference between that. I think that the only thing is that in real life friends usually tend to be closer to you, because you tend to really meet physically. and you know, okay, got it. And you know, you tend to, I don't have a sniper here, have more time to know each other together. If you're, for example, friends from school or from work or something like that, I think there's a tendency for you to know each other better. But again, it really depends on how you interact with people, because if you are mostly on your computer all day talking to people on Discord and Twitter and Reddit and stuff like that, then perhaps you spend more time with your internet friends than people you know outside of the internet in the physical realm of existence. So there's that. I don't think it makes sense to poor Spyro. I'm sorry, Spyro. By the way, nice unusual you have there, pretty cool. I don't know if I've said that before on another screen, but it is a very nice hat you got there. So yeah, I don't think there really is much of a difference. And again, what you do on the internet is also real life, so it doesn't make much sense, to me at least, to frame things like that. Okay, I think Rika died here, yes. So let's push forward. Do they have something up here? Do they have... yeah, their team's there. Okay, Uncle Leo is here pursuing another scout to have some people there. Let's attack the heavy a little bit. Ah, they have a pyro here. Perhaps I can help my team here. Okay, got him, but I'm gonna die. I managed to escape. Nice. Bonk Atomic Punch for the win, you see? Managed to escape there. I'm still being followed though, but I'm safe. So it never hurts to try and escape with the Bonk Atomic Punch. I'm gonna die. Okay, that heavy is really paying attention to me and using the Natasha. Come on, Trolleyfish, using the Natasha. That's a fun weapon to use, this heavy. I have to concede that. I have to agree. So yeah, Anthony's saying alt-tabbing my computer is impossible. Yeah, I used to have problems with alt-tabbing as well. And Alison is saying, you might have missed it, but I gifted my friend Rika there a duck journal. I didn't know they were tradable until today, so I had to gift her the power of the quack. I missed that, Cropping. What a shame. But the duck journal is great. I have one here as well, the power of the quack. Bonus ducks, best update in the game. And I really enjoy mine. It is, you know, it isn't the most powerful duck journal, the one I have. My duck experience is just level 5, as you can see, and my duck power is very low, is 1 out of 5, but I really like it. I wish there were more updates that dropped the ducks there. I think it would be very neat to be able to upgrade my duck journal again, you know. But very nice, I'm glad you gifted your friend with the power of the quack, because it is very powerful. You know, equipping the duck journal gives you a 100% damage boost in the game. It's sort of a hidden feature in TF2. I'm joking, by the way, okay? But it is great, Alison. Nice to see you spreading the power of the duck. That's nice. Thanks a lot, Uncle Leo. My wife is already fine here. Thank you very much. So yeah. And Uncle Leo is asking if I could write the name of my bird in chat. Ah, okay, Uncle Leo. Let me do that for you here. His name, I don't know if it is a common name outside of Brazil, but it is Robson, we say here in Brazil. That's the name of my Budgie. Robson. It is kind of a weird name for a Budgie, because here in Brazil we don't often give to pets, you know, people's names, the name of real human beings. We often try to name them for adjectives. For example, my mother used to have a dog that she called Precious, was the name of the dog, and the other was Pearl. And I know that Pearl is a name in English, But in Portuguese, pérola is not a person's name. So we usually in Brazil do that. You know, there are people who don't abide by those guidelines, those official Brazilian guidelines for naming pets. But usually that's the case. And whenever I tell people that my budgie is called Robson, they usually give me a weird look, like, what a weird name for a budgie. So yeah. Hey, hello gamer, glad to have you here. And Anthony is saying that my English pronunciation is improving. Thank you very much, Anthony. You know, it gets easier the more you do it. I don't think I'll ever lose my Brazilian accent, and I don't really want to because I like it. Yes, and my screen is open, okay. But the more you do it, the easier it gets, for sure. Okay, let's high five the demo man here. Come on, I want to high five the demo man. Why can't I? Is he bugged? Why can't I high five Squishy Limelight? Come on! I wanted to high five that demo man. No, engineer, you're not building a sentry here. No, sir. And he's building another one there. No, sir. Again. And I'm dead. But the sentry will not get built. That's my mission there. And Curly Patty saying, in Polish we also have health. I won't try to pronounce that. Nazdroi. Nazdroi? Is that correct, Curly Patty? Which means for health. Germans and some Americans say Gesundheit, which I'm saying myself. But Polish people are surprised because they don't like Germans. Yeah, that's unfortunate, you know. That Gesundheit I've heard before, you know. But the Polish one, Nazdroi, I don't know if that's how it's pronounced. I've never heard, so that's very interesting, pretty nice. Pretty cool. Most guys saying it is weird that my favorite parts of the stream are when you are respawning and reading chat. You know, most guy, I do these streams for those moments. I think that playing a game is more of like an excuse to talk to you fellas directly. It is... Okay, let's make him worry about me. You see, so there's a demo man there trying to do damage, but the heavy is looking at me. So, and you see, the medic died there. So that's the power of Bonk Atomic Punch again. If they pay attention to you, they lose, and if they don't pay attention to you, they lose as well. That's why I really like this item here. Pretty useful. But as I was saying, Muskai, I think that playing TF2 or any game is more of an excuse to have a good time and talk to you fellas. So I really can relate to what you're saying there, and I also feel like that. One of the worst things that could happen, I think, is for no one to send me questions or talk to me during stream. That would be very lame if I was just here playing the game in silence, you know. So I really like to be able to chat with you fellas on stream. It's great. That's the purpose of a stream, in my opinion. I from time to time like to watch other YouTubers streaming, and it really pains me to see another fellow streamer or creator simply playing the game in silence, you know, and especially when there are people on chat talking to them and they won't reply, they will not comment, they will not chat with their chat, you know. So I wish more creators would think like this, that the whole point of making a stream is to interact with your audience. So I agree with you there. It's also my favorite part. And it really helps me, because then I can get your interesting questions and cut them into video segments to post on the channel. So it also helps to produce content for the channel. Everyone wins like that, and we all have fun together. That's great for sure. I know Itu is saying he has a dog called Adilson. Very interesting, Itu. For those unaware, Adilson is also a person's name here in Brazil. Adilson. We have lots of names with that song at the end, you know, like Robson, Adilson. I know in the I know in the US, those names are also a bit popular in some regions. Those names that end with son. Like Ellison, that we have here. But here in Brazil, there's quite a lot of them. We came up with plenty of names that end with son here in Brazil, for whatever reason. I think it's probably because they sound American. And Brazilians have this tendency to really enjoy, you know, stuff from the US, like it is fancy or anything like that. So instead of naming your child something like José, that's a pretty Brazilian name. It's the Portuguese version of Joseph, José. Instead of giving out that name to your son, you name him something like Adilson or anything like that because it sounds more fancy to some people. It's quite curious, you know, when you stop to think about that. Okay, he's dead. Let's retreat so I can get some health back. And I think I'll use the bonk to push them there. Let's try to body block this Demoman here and make him worry about me instead of about my team. As you can see, I'm dead, but you see how much I was able to push them back? That probably will give my team a break, so they can do something. So yeah. What else are you saying there? Let me check here. Muska is saying, do you have any guidelines for what we can and can't do in the stream chat? I think it's mostly, Muska, you know, respect each other and avoid political or controversial topics. Yeah, I think it's mostly like that. The YouTube spam filter, I have a slur filter set up here on my channel. It usually stops most of the stuff I don't want to read. But, you know, if you're respecting everyone here and avoiding those controversial political topics, in general, it's okay. So don't worry about that. And Alison is saying, my pet is a tiny black cat named Mischief. Ah, that's a great name for a cat. Excellent name. She's very mischievous, so it was a perfect name for her. She's old now, but still small like a tiny baby. Ah, that's lovely, Alison. If you have any pictures of Mischief, send them to me on Twitter. I would love to see that, because I don't have a lot of familiarity with cats, but I think they are cute. So, lovely name. Great name, for sure. Mischief. And Uncle Liu is saying, we are saying Nazdravi, which is bless you in Czech. Is that how it's pronounced, Uncle Liu? Let me know if I got it wrong. Nazdravi, perhaps Nazdravi, perhaps something like that. Very interesting. And Curly Perry is saying, I got it correct. Nazdrowi, yeah, not bad. But try to pronounce Nazdrowi more with Portuguese accent than with English. Ah, so like Nazdrowi, like that? That's how I would say in Portuguese. Nazdrowi, like that. Very interesting. And Alison is asking if I had any childhood pets growing up. I had an aquarium with a bunch of fish. I've always loved fishes. Is that the plural? Fishes? I don't know, that sounds wrong for whatever reason to say fishes, but whatever. And we always had dogs. My family really likes dogs, and we had German Shepherds. As I said, we had Precious and Pearl, 2 female German Shepherds. And we had one also called Prague. The name of the city, you know, Prague. That was her name. Lovely dog. But I mostly grew up around, in terms of pets, around dogs. That's, I think, the most popular pet here in Brazil. And most guys saying, I think I've gotten to the point where I don't really connect much with any particular culture. I'm practically a citizen of the internet at this point. Yeah, I can relate to that, Musgai. I actually feel like that as well, quite often, you know. And national cultures are great and everything, but I think it is better when we share stuff with one another, you know. Like we're doing right now with language exchange. That's pretty nice, I really like that. And Uncle Lou is telling me to check my trade offers. Let me do that, Uncle Leo. Uncle Leo, probably with something to surprise me here. Let me see. Let me see here. Ah, it's a gift. Ah, so lovely, Uncle Leo. Let me show everyone here. Okay, let me open my screen. He's sending me a little bird. Ah, that's lovely. And it's strange one. Thank you very much, Uncle Leo. Let me accept this. Thanks a lot. It's the cosmetic you were talking about when we were talking about that Macau on Monster Bash. Very nice. Thanks a lot, Uncle Leo. I'll use it for sure. I really like this bird cosmetics, you know. And the one for Scouts, I did not have yet. So let me check it here. Yeah, carefully wrapped gift by Uncle Leo. Thanks a lot, my friend. I really appreciate it. Thank you, my friend. Let's unbox it. And because it is strange to count my points, so there's very nice. Ah, thanks a lot. Ah, it is painted as well. Men's meat. What an interesting color. It's very similar to my Budgie. Ah, it is named Robson. Ah, I love it. I don't know if the paint is coming through properly. Let me see. Ah, there's another style here. Default and hat. What style is that? I can have a hat. I think it's because I'm on red team, but in blue team it will be actually very close to Hobson. Ah, thank you very much, Uncle Leo. I think I'll leave it with the hat style. I like it. I like that. With a little hat. That's lovely. That's very lovely. I'm on blue team here. Let's see how it looks. Come on, why can't I taunt here? I want a static taunt. No, I want to see the bird. Let's try this one here. Okay. Ah, he truly looks like Robinson, doesn't he? Ah, thanks a lot, Uncle Leo. I love it. It's very cute. Thanks a lot. I'll be using it. And he has jiggle bones as well. Look at his little head shake. Lovely. Thanks a lot, Uncle Leo. I really appreciate you giving me Hobson. And we're going to lose, but it's okay. It's okay, no problem. Thanks a lot, friend. Very nice. What else are you saying there? Uncle Leo has 7 cats. Wow, that's a lot. Fandanella, Teresa, Fanusek, Lina, Lucy, and Zajik. That's how you say it. Very nice. Tovarish had a hamster. Yes, I had a hamster once as well. Named Kika. Mine was named Luluzinha. That's like Little Louise or something like that. So yeah. Ah, Nicole is saying I pronounced correct. Nice. I love that cosmetic. Thanks a lot, Leo. Thank you so much. And Anais is saying nice Hobson. Yes, very nice for sure. Mus guys saying there, I don't know if I mentioned this before, but you and Zesty replying to my comment on your video about respecting players in TF2 with positive reactions really made my week when it happened. Ah, that's great to know, Mus guy. On that video, you know, I actually was very glad that Zesty Jesus himself gave it a watch, you know, that he took a bit of his time to go check out that video and read the comments, you know. I think you really was on point with that comment, Musguy, for sure. And I appreciate when you fellas leave good comments on my videos. That's actually always, you know, I don't really get bad comments on videos. Perhaps 1 or 2, but again, the YouTube spam filters it out. So I don't really have to deal with that. And I really appreciate that, Musguy, for sure. It made me happy as well. And I think what's most interesting is that for him to reply to you, it probably means he was checking other comments as well, you know, so that he stopped to watch, to read, to think about what we were talking there, even if for just a while. So I think that's actually positive, and it made me happy to see that. So yeah, we're together in that feeling, Musguy, for sure. Really nice. And Curly Betty is saying, Professor in People, did you know that first Budgie color variations, green is natural, was mixed in Poland? Ah, that's very interesting, I didn't know that. Poland is the worldwide capital of new Budgie colors. Very nice. I know budgies are from Australia, but the Europeans really, you know, were really interested into breeding budgies for those variations and stuff like that. It's quite a fascinating history, if you ask me. When I was younger, I didn't understand why the Australian football, this is fine, why the Australian football team used green and yellow colors. Because here in Brazil, our national football team also uses green and yellow because of our flag. And whenever I saw Brazil versus Australia, for example, on a football match, I was like, why do they have green and yellow uniforms? Their flag colors aren't that, you know, and I got really confused for a long time. Until I realized it's because of the Budgie colors, you know. At least that's what I think it is. They try to use, they enjoy using those colors on their team as well. And I think that's very interesting, you know. Budgies are lovely birds. Okay, I died. Let me check chat. I wanted to check chat here and now I can do that. So yeah, pretty cool. Also, budgies, the budgie race is older than the human race. I think that makes sense, you know. Makes a lot of sense. If I may say, I've been slowly getting into learning Russian. The alphabet's pretty straightforward to learn, but it feels like I'm completely forgetting other languages because some consonants sound different. Yeah, I think Russian, for Brazilians at least, is like a language from another world, you know. Kind of like Chinese and Japanese and Korean for us. It's so much different, both in terms of, you know, the written system, the alphabet and stuff like that, but also in terms of grammar. And it's very daring for people who speak Portuguese first as a native language to learn Russian. But it is a very interesting language, you know. I wish I had the time to learn more languages. Okay, I have crits. And I'm wasting all my crits here. Come on, scouts! Okay, Magicalizador died there. I think I'll drink my bonk here to be able to push the enemy. Yeah. And make this sentry aim at me. So perhaps my team can do something with that time. Sponge almost got through Sponge. That was a nice try, Sponge. Very nice. So yeah. What else I was saying? Spyro is saying he has chickens, 3 dogs, and 1 bata. I don't know what is a bata. A bat? You mean to say you have a bat? I don't know what you mean really. But chickens are also lovely pets, that's for sure. I really like them. And it isn't uncommon for people here in Brazil to keep chickens as pets, you know. Not necessarily as a food source or something like that. There's also that. But people also like to keep chickens as pets. And it's pretty cool. They are very intelligent animals, you know. Nice birds. Signore Industriale, hello there, I'm doing fine. How are you doing, my friend? Glad to have you here on stream. Thanks for passing by, I'm doing fine. Very nice. And Curly Patty has a Doberman. Ah, very, very nice style of dog. I don't know how to say that in English. Very nice kind of dog. Pretty cool. Dobermans are lovely. I like also, I don't know if that's how you say it in English, but I like boxers as well. They are great dogs. Very, you know, playful. Very fun dogs to have. So yeah. And Patrick is saying, some people say that Portuguese is the hardest language in the world. that's you know, that's not really true. Portuguese isn't that hard to learn. I think that how hard a language is to learn really depends on what is your native language. Because, for example, I imagine people who speak Spanish, Italian, French, they probably won't have such a hard time learning Portuguese, because those are languages that are quite related. But for example, for an English native speaker, it is a bit more challenging, because those are languages that are a bit more far apart. So I don't really see Portuguese as a hard language to learn, you know. I don't really see any language as inherently hard. That's what I mean. They are hard only in relation to what you already know. So for example, for me, learning Russian would be hard because it is quite far apart from Portuguese as a language. But it really depends. So yeah. Hey, lixo traduções. The engineer is here. Have no fear. I really like that voice line. Very nice. And Boh is asking, where am I playing? I'm playing on the London server today. Feel free to join, by the way, as Curly Patty just did. You know, feel free to connect and play with us. It will be a lot of fun. Okay, let's keep them back here. Ah, the engineer there wasn't here. I wasn't able to get him. So yeah. And feel free to join on the server. I think the server it isn't full. There is still room here, so you can still connect to play with us. And by the way, I always say this on stream, but these servers in which I play on are persistent servers. They don't get shut down after stream ends. So feel free to play here as well. If you are a streamer or a YouTuber and you need a place to play, let me know, because perhaps we can set up reserved slots. Or you can become a supporter here on the channel, and then you're guaranteed to get those reserved slots. Check it out, because it is pretty cool. And we have servers on Europe, the London server, on the US, in Miami. We also have a server in Australia and another one in Singapore currently. So feel free to check those out if they are on your region, and they are always online for you to play on. Sometimes they like to bug a bit. If they keep running for a lot of time, the particles will bug on the server, but then all you have to do is let me know and I'll reboot the server and everything is fixed. But they are always online for you to play. And I'm having a hard time here on this map. I don't think Scout's the best class for me to use here. I don't know. So yeah. And Senhor is saying, I mean, it will be not big problem for me, Portuguese as an Italian speaker. Yeah, they are very closely related because of Latin. Luis Felipe was saying that as well, you know, so there are a lot of words similar or in common, and the grammar isn't that different. I tried learning a bit of Italian before, Signore, and it seemed like an interesting language. They have a sentry. Come on. I think I'll switch classes now. I don't think Scout's working out too well. What are we lacking here? I think we're lacking Spy. Perhaps I should try going Spy. Let's see. I don't know if this will work out, but let's try it out. Let's see how it goes. But, you know, the languages I can speak well are, of course, Portuguese. That's my native language. And then English. I think English is my second best one. After that, I also can speak some Spanish. I've studied Spanish at school. Yeah, it didn't work out. Rika was paying attention there. And I also studied some French. But my French is very rusty, you know, it's been a while since I've spoken French. So I'm not very good at it anymore, but I can actually understand some texts in French, you know. When I read something, I can actually understand a bit of French. But it's mostly English. Come on, Coolio. Let me get this tab. Okay, got this tab here on Trolleyfish. And I'm dead, but at least I backstabbed Trolleyfish. My life wasn't a waste there. But I tried learning a bit of Italian once. and I just stopped because I didn't have the time to keep on going. I learned a bit of German as well because of Mr. Dispenser. He was learning a bit of Brazilian Portuguese and I was learning a bit of German. But I also stopped with that because of lack of time, really. So yeah, perhaps someday I'll have free time to learn all languages. Or at least the major languages in the world, you know. I think it would be interesting to do that. Okay, so what is going on here? Ah, go! I was so close! Sword there! Why? Why did you have to do that? I was almost backstabbing that engineer. Yeah, I don't think going spy was a good idea. Let's get back to... We have 3 scouts. Let's go soldier. No, let's go pyro. Now we don't have a pyro anymore. So perhaps that's what we are missing here. So yeah. And most guys asking, any plans to change your profile picture since you don't have a beard anymore? I actually have plans for that, most guy. My wife is the artist who draws my logos. And she's thinking about making a new version with the mustache instead of the beard. You know, here on this channel it's really a known issue because I already updated my avatar to use a mustache instead of the beard. But on my Steam, because I use the logo for my Brazilian channel, I really have to update that, that's for sure. Is this spy? No, it isn't. Okay. But it may take a while. I don't have that in my priorities list. Come on, medic. Let me kill you. Playing Pyro with 100 ping is so hard because the particles themselves are pretty reliant on consistent ping. Okay, the engineer is here. Let me destroy everything he has. Since he just teleported away, so I was able to do that. Pretty nice timing there. Okay. Oh, come on. Ah, scouts, come on. What else are you saying there? Let me see. Bismarck saying, about the server in Singapore, is the TF2 community big in Asia to the point of compensating to open a server there? That's a good question, Bismarck. And the Asian TF2 community, at least from what I can tell, is actually pretty significant. I think in terms of raw player numbers, it is probably from the largest to the smallest. It is probably like this. Europe, US, then I think it is Asia, South America, and Oceania. I think that's at least what teamwork.tf shows in terms of raw numbers. So there is quite a lot of people playing TF2 on Asia. What people actually asked me was to open a server on close to Singapore. It seemed to me that the most people, at least who watch this channel and are from Asia, play in that region. But a lot of people asked as well to open a server in South Korea and in Japan. I also got requests for that. So perhaps in the future when I have more funds, I'll be able to do that. But there's actually quite a lot of people playing TF2 in Asia. It seems, at least. In comparison to other regions. I think there are more people playing in Asia than in South America. At least it seems like that from teamworks.tf statistics. But either way, I'm not really worried about if people will play on the servers that I open or not, you know. Because if I would worry about that, then perhaps I would not open servers outside of Brazil. Because these international servers I have usually only stay full when I'm streaming. And when I'm not streaming, there are sometimes some people who join there to play and have fun. But most of the time they remain empty. So if I was worried about that, then I would not really open servers anywhere. I made a video about that topic some time ago about community servers. And I think that community servers are an important asset to the community, whether they are empty or full of players. Simply having a server available is a good thing. So that's why I'm trying to open servers in as many regions as I can. You know, I'm not really worried if there will be people to play on them. I'm only worried if I'll be able to pay for the costs and if I'm able to, you know, keep the infrastructure working, to keep the server running. Whether people will come to play or not, it's another point, and it's not my concern, really. If I could, I would open a TF2 server on Mars, for example. Simply to have a TF2 server for people who live in Mars, for the Martians to play TF2. You know, because that's really my goal. I'm not thinking about this like most community server providers do. That, you know, that mentality that I will open servers only where there are enough players. I'm not thinking like that. I want to open servers everywhere, as long as I can pay for them. So that's my goal here. Ah, glad you were here, Signore. Have a nice day, afternoon. Uncle wants to duel. Have a nice day, afternoon or night, whatever you are. Signore, glad you passed by. That's very nice. So yeah, what else are you saying there, fellas? I was talking for a while. Let me see. Guaxinim saying that Esperanto is a cool language, and that's for sure. The only problem is it isn't a native language of anywhere, but it is cool, that's for sure. And Curly Pet is using the legendary lead actually, but it's the hat I made, pretty nice. Looks great on Spy, that's for sure. So yeah. And most guys say, I used to really want to learn Esperanto, never got around to it. I think it is a useful language to use as a bridge to learn other Latin languages, you know, or Western European Western European languages in general. So it's pretty good for that, for sure. What else are you saying there? Hey, Hakunov, glad to have you here, Hakunov. Welcome to the channel. And Uncle Liu is saying that sentence that all people learn if they wanna please a Czech person is Ahoj jak se mas, which means hi, how are you? Usually, dobre, good, follows. Ahoj jak or jak, jak or jak. Ahoj jak se mas. Is that right, Uncle Liu? Let me know, because it will be interesting to learn some Czech. Pretty nice. And most guys curious if I know the YouTubers, the Duck Goes Moo and MHGR. Ah, that Fireman was asking earlier and I didn't answer. No, never heard of those names. Moose Guy and Fireman, I'm sorry. I don't really know them. So yeah, Fireman is thinking there, yeah. I don't know them. And Jackro is saying, imagine TF2 servers for Martians. I'm sure that Elon Musk would appreciate that. So yeah, perhaps Elon Musk could do that, you know, open some TF2 servers for Martians. It would be good for people living in Mars to be able to play TF2 on their free time. Okay, let's go somewhere else. Oh, I have a spy here. Look at that. And Uncle Leo is here as well, trying to throw milk at us. No dice, Uncle Leo. Let me block this entrance here because I'm worried about this spy, really. Since I stopped to check chat there, they were able to push to the last point, and we can't really allow that. I'm dead here. Okay, let's try to body block them, and I won't be able to protect this point, yes. I already lost, but it's okay. So yeah, I'm sure Elon Musk would appreciate TF2 servers in Mars. But I'm really exaggerating that statement. It's just to mean that I want to open servers whenever I can, you know. My next goal is to open one on the US West Coast, because we already have one on the East Coast on Miami, and I feel like, let's do Uncle Leo. I feel like having one in the West Coast as well would be very beneficial, you know, to our community. And I know there are other regions in need of TF2 servers. For example, I know the Middle East has some players who would enjoy a community server, and a lot of people from India as well asked me to open a server there. But I feel like those regions really don't need to be a priority right now, because we already have a server in Singapore. And I'm aware those are very far apart regions, but it's generally Asia, you know. So we already have we went Europe, US, Asia, Oceania, you know. And I want to try and complete that circle again. Perhaps not starting with Europe, because I think the London server serves most of Europe very well. For example, Uncle Leo is from the Czech Republic and he can play with us just fine here. What, he has 40 ping, as you can see. So even people from more like Central or Eastern Europe are already being cared for with this server. But I think that the US West Coast, because the US is so large, you know, it really needs a server there. So whenever I get more funds, I don't know when that will happen, but whenever I get them, I'll try to open a server on the West Coast for the US. And then I'll probably look into opening a server closer to Russia, or perhaps in Korea, as people were asking me to do. Or India, I'm not sure. I have to secure the funds first, so I have to grow this channel a bit more so I can keep those servers with the memberships money and with the AdSense money. So that's why I have to keep working on the server here first, before thinking about where I'm going to open the next server. But it will probably be US West Coast. I'm always certain, almost certain, it will be that case. Okay, there's Uncle Leo there. Okay, got him. Do we have this point secure? They have two medics, that's why we're having such a hard time. Because not only they have good heavies, but they also have two medics there. And my team is scattered all around, as you can see. Not a good time, really. Okay, that soldier died. I think there was a spy coming through here. Okay, no, I'm dead. We are tied here on our duo. What else are you saying there? Let me see. And Musga is saying, I really don't like how billionaires are treating space as an opportunity to become trillionaires. Other planets are chances to fix our mistakes on Earth. Also to add to... Mr. Spencer, hello there, Mr. Spencer. Glad to have you here. Nice. I cut my hair. That's what's new. But Musga is saying, also to add to the idea of a Middle Eastern community server, a friend of mine has recently launched Desert Fortress servers, and according to him, things have been going great for them so far. That's very nice to know, Musgai. You know, one option I have, because usually the hardest thing, aside from securing funds, to open a community server on different regions is to find good data centers that are available to me, you know. Because, for example, I know when creators.tf came to South America, they had a hard time opening servers in South America because they could not find a good host for those servers. And I can really feel that now that I'm trying to open servers in other regions. Because, for example, I did not find yet a good data center, for example, in Sub-Saharan Africa. You know, for example, if I wanted to open a server in, I don't know, South Africa, for example, I didn't find a data center yet that I could easily hire or rent to do that. I'm used to using Linode and Vultr as data center platforms for me, and they don't really have servers in those regions yet. So what I'm trying to say is, perhaps one option when I get those funds is instead of opening my own servers in those regions that I cannot reach, perhaps I could support communities that have local servers there, you know, like send them some money or something like that, you know, when I find I can't open a server in that region. So it's good to know that, Musgai. I think it's great. I wish luck to your friend with Desert Fortress, and I hope he has a lot of success. Or they have a lot of success there. Because someday perhaps I'll be able to support their work. Yeah, I think I will not be able to play properly here. By the way, this will be the last match. We are already getting close to 1 hour on stream. And I'll be finishing soon. This will be the last one. So yeah. What else are you saying there? Ellison is saying, wanted to ask a quick question about the giveaway later in the year. Can people who donated items to the giveaway join in as potential winners? Yes, Ellison, for sure. Don't worry about that. I saw you were asking that last stream, just as stream ended. But I'm answering you now. You can participate, and anyone who donated items can participate as well. No problem with that. Probably the only restriction I will make is I will make the giveaway available only for people who are on our Steam group. I think I'll employ that restriction. Did I hear a spy? No, I did not. But other than that, it will be free for anyone to join, really. I don't even know what happened there. There I got shot. It's always surprising when a Machina sniper hits a shot like that. Pretty nice. So you'll be free to join, Ellison. Don't worry about that. And whenever I do a giveaway, it will be like that. Okay, so everyone can already know that. If you donate items to a giveaway, you will be allowed to join in later. Just make sure you are on our Steam group, okay? The link to it is on the description down below. So if you have not yet applied to join the group, be sure to do so before the end of the year. Okay, I don't think this is a good position. Moncolio didn't follow me. He did, okay. He came down here to fight. Okay, come on, I have 2 scouts on my tail. And the other scout has already flanked me. No, this is not good. I'm dead here. Hey, Evil Leo, glad to have you here, Evil Leo. Thanks for passing by, my friend. You're late, but it's okay. Don't worry. Don't worry, my friend. I'm glad you're here as well. By the way, Evil Leo, thank you very much for increasing your membership tier here on YouTube. I've sent you some messages on Steam, on your Steam account that you sent me, that we are friends in because we trade messages. Check your Steam account because I've sent you some messages there regarding the upgrading support tier. But thank you very much. I really appreciate that help. You know, it means a lot when you decided to do that. So check your Steam, okay, for messages regarding your upgrade perks. Come on, spy. I'm dead hero. Come on. Yeah. I knew this spy, Salgado here, was the one who's going to get me. I'm all match I'm trying to get him, but he's so sneaky. I can't kill him. Did I kill anyone? I don't think I've killed anyone in this match. Perhaps I killed Uncle Leo once. Yeah, I think I killed Uncle Leo once or twice here. So at least that. So yeah. Mr. Dispenser was saying something. Let me check here. My shorts going nuts, like so many views. Yeah, I saw that, Mr. Dispenser. Pretty nice, you know, to see you having success with those shorts. Who knows, perhaps you'll be able to receive some money from YouTube, because I don't know if you are aware, Mr. Dispenser, but YouTube has set up a special fund to... Come on, Salgado! Okay, got him. And I think that was not a dead ringer. Squish limelet. But I don't know if you're aware, Mr. Spencer, but YouTube created a special fund to pay directly, to pay creators who have successful shorts. So maybe you'll be able to receive some of that. It's pretty cool, you know. Keep at it. You make good shorts. I don't think I would be able to make, you know, good shorts. It's not really my type of content. I know that, for example, Trolleyfish is also great with short videos like that. You know, short meme videos and funny things like that. So keep at it. You're doing great. I hope you... Is this a spy? No, it isn't. It is a man. Ah, it's Ellison. Nice. I hope YouTube actually pays you fellas. Okay, no sentry. I died there, but I destroyed the sentry. So at least I managed that. Pretty cool. And this guy is saying, imagine if somebody donated an item and they won it. Lol. Yeah, that would be kinda weird. For sure. But you can enter the giveaway even if you donate items, because I'll make it so there are multiple winners. I'll give those items away on scrap.tf as a private raffle there on the website. And they accept 50 items per raffle. So if I have more than that, and I think we do, let me check. Yeah, we already have more than 50 items, so I'll do more than one giveaway at the end of the year. And I'll set it to multiple winners, so what will happen in practice is there will be 50 different winners. Everyone will get one item. And it would be pretty cool, for example, to win, to give away, I don't know, a hat, and be able to earn back squishy limelet, and to be able to get back like something, a key or a kill streak weapon or something like that. On my Brazilian channel, we do giveaways every month because we get a lot of donations there, because the channel is a lot larger, and that often happens, you know. Every month there, because I'm also sponsored on that channel, I also put in a key every month on the giveaway, and there's always the chance that someone will give a hat to be raffled and then earn the key. So it is pretty fun. I like doing giveaways like that, you know. It's pretty cool. Come on, can't we cap this point here? Now we have a sniper. Let's harass. I'm gonna die. Let's harass the sniper. I could not even do that. It's funny because I started well today, and now I think I'm getting tired. I think that's what's happening. Or perhaps, you know, the team composition changed and something like that. But I think my first two matches were pretty good today. You know, I start feeling like, you know, for a couple of years now that I can't play games for more than 1 hour, perhaps 2 hours straight, because I start losing focus. So that's why I like to play like this on stream, because whenever I feel like I'm not doing very well in the game, I can always look at chat and talk to you. Here we have Limelet. Let's see if I can... Come on, Jaretti, no! I could not do that. Yeah, so you see, I'm losing focus here. I think that's the problem. So yeah. Hey, RoboFake, glad to have you here, my friend. Hello! Do you think that Ballistic Overkill, the Ballistic Overkill community... Ballistic Overkill is another multiplayer first-person shooter, for those of you unaware. It's still big even after they said they weren't going to update the game anymore. I think the community isn't big at all. It never really was. But it definitely shrinked, reduced in size after the developers of Ballistic Overkill announced they would not care for the game anymore. But I am surprised there are still people playing the game, you know. Not many people, but there are still Ballistic Overkill players around. I even have one server here in Brazil for Ballistic Overkill players to play. And it surprises me to see how often there are people playing there. It's actually pretty nice to see that. Goes to show that even a game that was openly declared dead, you know, like the developers said, we will not care for this game anymore. You know, play it If you wish, it's on sale, but we will not work on it. Never ever again. You know, goes to show that even a game in that situation, what's going on? Oh my god, it still gets players, you know. So I think it's a good sign. If that ever happens to TF2, I imagine the community will still keep going strong. Especially because TF2 is a lot more popular, has always been a lot more popular than Ballistic Overkill, for example. And if you never heard of Ballistic Overkill, go look for it on Steam. It is a great game. And especially on Europe and on the US, there is still quite a lot of community servers for you to play on. The community in those regions is a lot larger than in Brazil, for example. So check it out, it's a great game as well. So yeah, I think I'll be ending stream right here. I'm even feeling kind of dizzy because of that. In Portuguese we would say, because of that lavada that we got. Lavada in Brazilian Portuguese is slang for shameful defeat. So that's what it was, a shameful defeat, a lavada. So I think I'll go rest a bit now, perhaps eat something, because I'm losing focus here on the game. That happens when you start getting old. I'll complete 31 years old this year, in October. So I'm definitely getting older, for sure. And Uncle Lulu remembers that map. Yeah, Antiquity is a great map. Yes, on my video about Face It was made there. Yeah, I really like that map. There are plenty of great 5CP maps on the workshop, and I wish they got added into the game more often. Even if it were only temporarily, like CSGO does, you know, with map poles that change over time. I think it would be fun to do that for sure. I'm saying, that's how I found out about you. It's been a while, hasn't it, Uncle Leo? I've started really posting on this channel in December last year, you know, like regularly posting, but it feels like it's a lot of time, you know. Very nice, very nice. We got to know each other, that's for sure. And Alison is saying, in case I send this message too late at the end of stream, thanks for the wonderful stream, Professor. Wishing you, your wife, and Josefina a great evening. Thank you very much, Alison. For you too. Thanks for passing by. It's always great to be able to play and stream with you fellas. I really love it. Thanks a lot, Alison. So yeah, have a great day, everyone. Mr. Dispenser also saying have a great day. Uncle Liu, GGWP, GG Trolleyfish for sure. Salgado saying he loves me. I love you too, Salgado. I love all of you, my friends. And I wish you all a great week. I don't really have any special videos planned for this week, but I'll be posting highlights as I did last week. I'll probably be able to post 2 video highlights, you know, probably one on Tuesday and another one on Thursday. So keep an eye out for that. And I wish you all a great week. We'll talk to each other again next Sunday. So bye-bye, everyone. I love all of you. Special heart to all of you. Let me see if I can make it look like a heart here. A special heart to all of you. I know those fellas from... What's the name of the band? From BTS, I think they make hearts like this, isn't it? Are there any K-pop fans here to check this out correctly? But I prefer to do hearts like this. It's like my way of doing it. So I love all of you fellas. I hope you have a great weekend. Bye bye everyone. See you next Sunday. Bye fellas.